Welcome. Welcome to this May 1st, 2026 YouTube live stream. Coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground, here at Freedom News Now. I'm your host, Justin Mack, here at McDermott Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive right into it. Breaking news. Secret Service fail at the White House Correspondents' dinner. Canine alert ignored. Police ignored the canine alert. Plus, 1A auditor erased from TikTok. Live erased and replaced from TikTok. Just another place we've been erased and replaced from, banned from. Living the life of a white Christian Native American. That's the life in America. Got to battle for those rights. Got to protect and defend those rights. Protect that blood. Protect your soil. Protect your Christian identity. Now is the time to protect your culture before it's too late. Before these tyrant cops, tyrant judges flood your community with thousands from the third world. Let's start out with the Secret Service. Secret Service struggling. 10 of the 11 cops had their backs turned. Where the man ran through the magnetometers, got through, ran right past them all. Ran right through, right past all the Secret Service. All they can say is how great the police did, how great of a job they did. Oh, they got the guy, they stopped him. I'll give them credit for that. They stopped him, but meanwhile, 2 or 3 DEI female cops are running the other way, hightailing it the other way, ducking and running. It's like they need to fire at least 10 of those 11. One police officer opened up. He could have just stuck his foot out and tripped him, and that would have done a better job. But instead, he opened up with all his other police officers right downrange, right on the other side of all that fire. They're lucky there wasn't any friendly fire hits if there wasn't. Many people were saying there was friendly fire hits. It sure did look like it. The one lady fell down like a sack of potatoes when the one Secret Service cop opened up with all the police officers right in line of fire. So much for safety. So much for safety. Officer safety first when you're opening up fire with all your fellow police officers right down range. But at least one of them opened up. The other 10 all had their backs turned, went right by them all. Talk about defunding the police, defunding the Secret Service. Here they just funded it. They're celebrating in Congress how they funded more millions of dollars for Secret Service and DHS when they fail time after time again. Fail after fail. They want to give them more money, keep funding them. You've got 10 of the 11 Secret Service officers failed, and you want to give them more money so they can hire what? 10 more? 100 more? 1,000 more to fail? How about we just clean out all the DEI hires, all the overweight, obese Karens, Secret Service Karens? Get them out. If we eradicated all the DEI out of Secret Service, all the feminism out of Secret Service, then maybe we could have a reputable agency once again. But until then, I say not another dime. Too late. Both sides decided to fund them more money for the Secret Service to continue to fail. 10 of the 11 cops failed. The only one that didn't fail was the dog, the canine. That takes us on the canine alert that was ignored. On April 25th, 2026, at the Washington Hilton, 31-year-old Allen bypassed metal detectors around 8:36 p.m., fired at an agent in the torso with a shot, and was tackled after tripping on his own. He tripped on his own. They just happened to pile on him after he tripped on his own. Probably one of the janitors stuck his foot out and actually tripped him and stopped him. The janitor had to stop him for all these thousands of dollars of paid Secret Service agents that failed. Once again, they want to keep paying them more. Video from U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro after the highly edited video was released. Now they released a clearer video. Shows a canine handler yanking the alert dog away from the assassin moments earlier. John Sharp online criticism about the security lapse. The agent, saved by his vest, returned fire while falling. Trump was safely evacuated, later joking about his vest. Yeah, so a canine appeared to be suspicious, was sniffing, was looking right after this suspected assassin went in. The alleged assassin went into the room. Canine was all over it. Video's out there. You'll see it. Dog was seen following Allen through the doorway, but was pulled back by the police handler, the Secret Service handler. Turned his back 2 seconds later. Immediately, he runs through the magnetometers right past all the cops. Almost like it was planned. Do we got another butler on our hands here? Do we got another inside job potentially? I mean, can they really be that ignorant? Are the police officers really that ignorant? Sure does seem like it. Let's get those likes up there. Smash that like tab. Smash that subscribe tab if you're new here. Talking current events. Talking canine alerts ignored. Talking Secret Service failed their mission big time. The White House correspondents. We're talking, was it an inside job? How much prior knowledge was there? Sure, you either have to be the most incompetent officers in the world, or this is an inside job. Because if you could just let someone run by you that fast after the dog was the only one that sniffed it out, the canine alert was ignored by police. The only one that should retain their job is that canine. The dog, everyone else needs to be fired. Talk about a disgrace to Secret Service protection. That's what happens when you get feminism, DEI overtaking the FBI, the CIA, or the Secret Service. DEI and feminism's destroying America, destroying rule of law. Look at any FBI raid. When you see all over the social media, look at every FBI raid. It's packed full of foreigners and women. Not a single one white Christian Native American. You'll be lucky to see one. It's all DEI feminism, radical feminist FBI agents, and foreign nationals, because that's who blends in. They want all these foreign national FBI agents. Many of the FBI agents in Michigan are Afghanis. They're from Iran. They're from Iraq. They're foreigners. They use them to infiltrate other foreigners, foreign groups, while they're manufacturing their crimes. So they're not much different than the SPLC. SPLC has a point. They funded all their own funded all the hate, and then they fundraised off of it, raised money off of it. The FBI is pretty much the same. They manufacture all these crimes and they go swoop in and stop it right after they manufactured it all. Just like them boys in Jackson, Michigan that got hammered, and many of the other ones were acquitted. Many of the other ones that had a fair trial, unlike in the Jackson County D12 court, where the deck was completely stacked against them, was completely rigged by the courts, by the judge who just resigned recently due to a misconduct claim. Let's get those likes up there. Let's get those likes. Who's in here? Let's get those likes up. We're also talking 1A auditor erased on TikTok. We got erased and replaced on TikTok, over 5 years ago. Right when the new administration came in 2021, we got hammered by Google, got hammered by the Southern District of New York that they were going to go doing what they have to do, spy around on all your information. Got banned on TikTok, got erased and replaced. Meanwhile, there's over a dozen Freedom News Now TikTok pages all run by foreigners from India, from Afghanistan, from Iran, from Iraq, from Tel Aviv, Israel. Yeah, all these foreigners, they're allowed to use my content, hijack my content for profit. But if you're a white Christian Native American, good luck. You get erased and replaced on TikTok. You're not allowed to have a voice. You're not allowed to have a First Amendment right on social media, on TikTok. You're banned. But it's okay for them to bring in all the Mohammed and Sharif and Abdullah can come in and hijack all my content for profit, all my original content, and publish it. TikTok allows that. TikTok allows all the blacks doing all their violence and aggressive behaviors, fighting all over TikTok, committing all their crimes all over TikTok, all these foreigners and blacks. That's okay. That's perfectly okay for TikTok. But when a white Christian Native American tries to publish their own content, recording the police exercising your First Amendment rights, you get erased and replaced by the foreign national from Mumbai, India, from Delhi, India, from Punjabi, India. They're all coming across the northern border from Canada, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, all been flooded by third worlders from Canada. Woke Canada brings them all in. All their leaders bring in all these foreigners from India, from China by the millions, and they all sneak across the northern porous border, wide open border in the north. You think the police will do anything about it? Police won't do anything about it. They're too busy harassing and collecting from First Amendment auditors. They're too busy trying to arrest First Amendment auditors and violate their rights. When they can't violate their rights, they're making up excuses to the general public for it. Trying to turn the general public on these white Christian Americans trying to be free, trying to live their life of freedom in America. There's nothing more that police despise. Police absolutely despise freedom in America. They're there to take your freedom, to take your life, to take your money. They're not your friend. You can play their game, but get their body cam videos. You'll see the see these cops in action, how they're two-faced. I just saw a video recently, Jackson, Michigan cops, two-faced, saying one thing to the library workers, and then when the 1A auditors come out, the patriots come out, they say something else. They're two-faced. They're liars. They're professional liars. They learn it on the first day of the police academy. You can never trust a cop. They are not your friends. It's just the way it is. So yeah, we basically been erased on YouTube as well. It's tough. It's a grind being a white Christian Native American getting anywhere on these platforms when all the YouTube workers, all the IT workers are all Indian. They're all straight from Punjabi, India, Mumbai, India, Delhi, India on H-1Bs, stealing American jobs, green cards, stealing American jobs. It's a grind. It's not easy. Stay with it. Don't give up. Never give up. Protect your culture. Protect your blood. Protect your soil. Protect your Christian identity. Now is the time. We'll never give up. No matter how many traitor cops there are trying to violate your rights, no matter how many tyrant cops there are trying to trespass you, trying to arrest you, trying to erase and replace you so they can make way for their third world migration from the most dangerous foreign nationals, foreign invaders from Somalia. Michigan's been fully invaded by foreigners from Somalia, Venezuela, the Congo, India, Tel Aviv, Tehran, Iran. Michigan's number one foreign national is from Iraq, straight from Baghdad, straight from the most dangerous streets of Baghdad, Iraq. Their streets aren't much different in Michigan than Baghdad, Iraq. For those of you that spent time over in Fallujah, not much difference than Fallujah, right in Michigan. Actually, it's much worse. Many areas of Michigan much worse than Fallujah, Iraq, 2006. Battle of Fallujah. It's right here on American soil. What was the point of 2006 Battle of Fallujah? What was the point of so many friends and fellow soldiers? What happened to them when we just imported them by the millions right here in Michigan anyways? What was the point of being over there for? So many soldiers are questioning why they were even in that. What's the point? 2006 Fallujah, Iraq. Now they're just all over here anyways. So many nightmares over that. Just to have them all imported over here into Michigan by the millions, flooding in from Canada. Having your own leaders flood them into your communities like these radical activist judges in Jackson, Michigan, like Allison Batestein. Just got promoted up by Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the sham governor, promoting another radical feminist judge, and then replacing her with a even more radical feminist judge. It's over for Jackson, Michigan. Their rule of law is finished. They need to fully submit to Sharia law so they can replace all these radical activist feminist judges Replace Christian rule of law with Sharia law. That's the only way to get these feminist judges out from behind the bench. Too bad men in America don't have the courage. They're too busy sucking on their soy lattes. All these soy boys in America, they don't have what it takes anymore. There's a few of you out there. There's a few of you. You know who you are. It's time for you to rise up to defend and protect. Protect your blood, protect your soil, protect your culture, protect your Christian identity from these tyrants. Got to do your part. Never better time than now to get out there and do that First Amendment audit. Get out there and do that cop watch. Record the police. Better yet, record a judge. Record one of those 75, 80-year-old judges out there that can't even remember how to get to work barely, can't even remember how to get their slacks on in the morning, but they're determined to be the highest arbiters of justice, the highest arbiters of law in the courtroom, and they can't even put their pants on straight without taking their handful of pharmaceutical medications before they go in to be a judge. Get them out. Many of these older radical activist feminist judges, they're hopped up on piles of handfuls of pharmaceuticals to regulate all their menopause, all their female issues. And how can they be interpreting rule of law? How can they be the highest arbiters of justice for your case? You think you're going to get a fair case? Let me ask you this question. If you're facing life in prison and you've got a feminist judge and she's on her period, what do you think? You say, no, this judge is completely out of her mind. She's probably hopped up on all these pills to regulate. Do you say, yeah, go ahead, it's okay? If you're some man, I don't know. I say no. I say it's not okay. I don't want to be judged by some radical feminist judge up there bleeding all over the bench, bleeding all over rule of law. Oh, that's disgusting. Problem is, most of them are radical feminist, menopausal old ladies, 75, 80-year-old old ladies. Got to keep their dentures from falling out when they're talking in the court. They're all hopped up on their handfuls of pharmaceutical pills to regulate their menopause because they got an empty egg carton. Their egg cartons are all dried and cracked up. Dried and cracked up, empty egg cartons. It's time to restore rule of law in America. Time to restore rule of law. Get these feminist activist judges out of there, especially these radical activist judges like Allison Batestein, destroying rule of law in America, flooding your communities with tens of thousands of the illegal aliens from the most dangerous parts of the fourth world, the third world. Get them out. We're going to wrap this video up here at Freedom News Now. The Bible verse, Psalms 3. Psalms 3, O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, Oh my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. Psalms 3. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you for joining us here on this YouTube live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education YouTube videos. And I'll see you on the next one.